Today student, we are going to learn lesson number 1.2 from English Bal Bharati of standard 7, odd one in. So come along, let us read and understand it. Odd one in. How was the first day of school? Asked mother as Rima sat down for dinner. Now here, sat down for dinner means to sit down at dining table to have a dinner. It means full family sitting for dinner and talking. So mother wanted to know from Rima how was her first day of school. Okay, Rima shrugged. No lesson, just settling in. So Rima replied that day was okay. Now shrug means to move your shoulder up and down to show indifference. So she says that it was okay, nothing special. Student, here settling means to get to know. To get to know your friends, to get to know your teacher, to get to know your classroom. So all this is called settling in. Any new girls in your class? Inquired her father, Mr. Sen. Now, student, Rima's father wanted to know any new girl in her class this year. Only one, Malti, and she is funny, grimaced Rima as she helped herself to the salad. Now, Rima replied that there was only one girl who had joined in new, and her name was Malti. And Rima found her very funny. So, grimace, the word grimace means to make a facial expression to show dislike. This shows that Rima did not like Malti. Rima says all this while serving salad for herself. Why do you say that? Asked Mr. Sen. She can't speak much English. She has come from another state, sniffed Rima, naming one at the other end of the country. Now, student, Rima replies that why she doesn't like Malti. Because Malti can't speak good English. She can't speak proper English. We can say that she can't speak fluent English and she come from other state, naming one state of the country. Oh, children from that state are supposed to be clever. They are especially good at maths, said Mr. Sen quietly. So, student, here Mr. Sen told that the state from which the Rima had come, most of the children from that state are supposed to be very clever in maths. Well, this one does not seem smart at all. So, student, here Rima replied that, Daddy, no, you are wrong. This one does not seems to. Student, here seems to means look like. Rima says that this one does not look like smart and intelligent. Oily hair, bindi, and all. Good morning, teacher, mimicked Rima. Now, student, Rima says that Malti put oil in her hair and she puts a bindi on her forehead and her dress just like villager. Mimicked means to copy, to say exactly the way another person says. So she mimicked Malti and she says, Good morning, teacher. Her parents exchanged glances. Rima was their only child. They doted on her, but she could be insufferable at that times. Student, here exchange glances means to look at each other and give out silent message. Student, Rima does not having brothers and sisters. They doted on her. The word doted means they loved her very much. It means Rima's father loved her very much. And insufferable means intolerable. So sometimes she do act nobody like it. I do hope you and your friends will not make things too difficult for Malti, sighed Mr. Sen as he rose from the table. To sigh means to make sound from your mouth to show sorrow, that is, little sadness. Student, when Mr. Sen finished his dinner, that time he told Rima not to make things difficult for Malti. Rima and her gang had decided to do just that. But Rima and her friends already decided to tease Malti. Next morning, the minute Malte entered the class, they all chorus, "Good morning." Now, student, next morning, as soon as Malte entered into the class, all they chorus. Chorus means in one voice. They mimicked Malti and say, "Good morning." Poor Malti. She did not realize that they were making fun of her. She beamed back at them and replied, "Good morning." Student, poor Malti did not realize that they were making fun of her. She beamed back at them. Beam back means she smiled back at them and replied, "Good morning." Shehnaz giggled. "Why do you put so much oil on your hair?" she asked rudely. Now, student, here another girl, Shehnaz. Shehnaz giggled. Giggled means to laugh, and she asked, "Why do you put so much oil on your hair?" She asked rudely. Now, rudely means in very insulting manner. So she asked Malti, "Why do you put so much oil on your hair?" Malti looked offended, but did not reply. Now, student, here Malti felt very sad when Shahnaz asked why you put so much oil on your hair, but she did not reply. "And your skirt so long," said Claire cattily. Now, another girl, Claire, started teasing Malti about her skirt. She says that your skirt is so long. Cattily means teasingly. Malti flushed. She was about to say something when the teacher entered. Now, student, Malti going to reply the Claire, but at that time, teacher entered into the classroom. Malti was going to say something back to Claire and Shehnaz, but just then teacher entered, so she could not reply back. As the class progressed, everyone was surprised to see Malti raise her hand whenever teacher asked a question. As the class progressed means study went on from one subject to another. "As Malti, you answer," said teacher. Malti answered correctly and teacher nodded in appreciation. So each question teacher asked, Malti answered everything correctly and teacher nodded. Nodded means to shake one's head up and down, to show S in appreciation. It means teacher likes what Malti had answered. When Rima recounted this at home, her mother said, "Sound like a clever girl." When Rima recounted means Rima told what had happened in school. How Malti answered all the questions. Sound like a clever girl means Malti is a clever girl. Rima's mother says that Malti is a clever girl. "What is the use?" said Rima uncharitably. "Her English is so atrocious." So, student, uncharitably means to say it without any appreciation for another person. Her English is so atrocious. Here, Rima again point out Malti's English. Atrocious means not so good. Her English is not so good. "The same may be said of your Hindi," countered Mr. Sen sharply. He was getting quite sick of Rima's attitude. Now, student, here Mr. Sen was getting irritated with the way Rima was treating Malti. Even Mrs. Sen did not like it. Let's continue. "We put Rima into a good school to make her smart and confident. I am afraid she is turning into a quite little snob," said Mr. Sen sadly. Student, here Mr. Sen and Mrs. Sen have put the Rima into a good school. so that she becomes smart and confident. But now both of them are afraid. They are scared that Rima is turning into a quiet little snob. A little snob means a person, one who does not like to make friends. The person who does not like to make surround. That person is called snob. So Mr. Sen was sad about Rima. Let's continue. The following Saturday was the inter-house singing competition. Rima, who was participating in English song category, was surprised to see Malti's name in the list of participants for the Hindi song category. Oily played sings also, she said snidely to Claire. Following means next Saturday. Interhouse means all schools makes group of children. That is called interhouse. It was singing competition in the school. Now Rima was taking part in that competition and she had selected English song category. But Rima was surprised that Malti was taking part in that competition. But Malti had selected Hindi song category. Student Rima and her friends kept Malti a nickname that is oily plate. They would not call her Malti. And here the word snidely means in harsh manner, in insulting way. Croaks, you mean, giggled Claire. They were to be proved wrong. Croak is the sound that the frog made. So here Claire again insulting Malti. Behind back means Malti was not present at that time. Malti sang beautifully. She had a melodious and well trained voice. Rima and her gang had decided to jeer when Malti sang, but there was such absolute silence they did not dare to. On the competition day, Malti sang beautifully. She had very good and well trained voice. But student Rima and her friend had decided to jeer Malti. Jeer means to make rude remark in a loud voice, to start screaming, shouting, insulting. That is what they had decided. But as soon as Malti started singing, there was such a absolute silence. There was pin drop silence. That time girls did not dare to make sound. Student, let's go ahead. They were sure to get caught. When Malti finished, the principal was the first one to start clapping, followed by the teachers and students. Students, as soon as Malti finished her song, first of all, principal started clapping, followed by teachers and students. No one was surprised when Malti won the first prize. Rima did come first in her category. Somehow, she felt no joy. Student, no one was happy when Malti got first prize in Hindi song category. Rima was not also happy because she was jealous to Malti, right? As the term progressed, it was abundantly clear to all that Malti was a bright child. She was quiet, studious, and intelligent. She fared well in sports as well as in studies. Her forte was mathematics. Her simple appearance believed a sharp and nimble brain. Slowly, many of the girls began seeking her help in mathematics, help which she readily and cheerfully gave. Teachers had liked the respectful, intelligent girl from the beginning. Now, girls from the class also befriended her. Now, students come to explanation. As the class progressed, abundantly means very much. Studious means all the time preparing, studying. She fared well means she did well in sports and also in studies. Sport means very good. So Malti was very good in mathematics. Though Malti dressed simply, she nimble means quick to answer, quick to understand things. So student, whenever the teacher teach in the class, Malti understand it quickly. She answer very quickly. So other students in the class take help of Malti in mathematics. Seeking her help means taking her help in mathematics. She was not proud herself. She helped them in mathematics. In this way, all the students from the classroom become Malti's friend, except Rima and her gang. Let's continue. Not Rima and her clique though, they stubbornly disliked Malti. They were a stylish lot, and nothing that Malti did could alter the fact that she was not their type. They never lost a chance to poke fun at her, particularly her English. Now, all the girls from the class became her friends, but Rima and her group of friends did not befriend Malti. Stubbornly means not ready to compromise, not ready to accept. So Rima and her friends did not ready to accept Malti. They did not like Malti. Lot means a group of people. They felt that Malti did not of her type, yet she was smart, intelligent and simple girl. They always find a chance to make fun of her, particularly on her English. Malti felt bad about their behavior. One day, she was on the verge of tears when Rima mocked at her mercilessly because she said ox instead of ask. Now, student, come to the explanation. Verge of tears means about to start crying. When Rima mocked means tease her. Mercilessly means without even thinking how Malti would feel. Because she said ox instead of ask. So she mispronounced the word. That is why Rima mocked Malti. Mocked means tease to Malti. Her voice was trembling. Malti said, I know my English is weak. Yours is good. Please, will you help me to improve it? Student, here Malti's voice was trembling. Trembling means shaking. When Malti was crying, her voice was shaking. At that time, Malti says innocently, I know my English is not very good. It means my English is weak and your English is good. Can you teach me English? Will you help me to improve my English? I won't be able to help you, my dear, replied Rima with an exaggerated accent. Speaking proper English isn't easy for you countrified types. Exaggerated accent means very badly. So student, here Rima again insulted Malti. She says that speaking English is not your type. You can't improve your English. Malti's face turned red. She wanted to retort but could not find the right words. She burst into tears and ran off. So student, here Malti wanted to reply back, but she could not find right words because her English was weak, her English was not so good. Burst into tears means she started crying loudly and she ran from there. That was horrid, Rima, said Shehnaz, as agreed Neha and Claire roundly. So, student, here Shehnaz even did not like behavior of Rima. Even Neha and Claire also agreed with Shehnaz. Rima was shocked. Her own friends had turned against her. She walked off in a huff. Student Rima felt very angry when she saw that her own friends does not taking her own side. So in very anger, Rima go away from that place. Mr. found her subdued over lunch, but decided not to ask anything. Rima knew that she had behaved very badly. She was too proud to admit it, even to herself. Subdued means quiet and thinking about something. Now, Mr. Sen found that Rima was quiet and thinking about something. Now, Rima also realized that she had behaved very badly, but she was very stubborn. She did not express it. So student, that is the story which is written by Titi Tawara. Please read this story. Thank you. Students, here are some words and phrases whose meaning was explained in this video. Find the meanings and write in your notebook.